Okay, so you might be wondering about electric scooter lore. Of course, use Xiaomi M365, the Kugo scooters, the M4, etc. You know, Ninebot scooters, things like that. Well, there's a bit of bad news for you. Electric scooters in the UK that you stand on are not legal. You can hire them, but that's about it, if you are lucky enough to have a hire place near you. Now, they might become legal in the future, but if you want to socially distance and, you know, get away from other people in the stream of traffic and be kind to the environment and things like that, and use less fuel or run electric completely, then there is a few options for you, and those options are electric scooters that are like mopeds. So this is an electric scooter, as you can see, styled like a moped. It is a moped. You will need to do ACBT before you can ride this. According to my licence, I don't need to, but, you know, I'll see about that. I've got to double check it. It's about 200 quid to insure a petrol version of this, like a Peugeot Speedfight specifically for a 16-year-old. So for me, it's going to be a lot cheaper, and that's, you know, you're insured and everything else. You will need a helmet, but you should be wearing a helmet anyway with an electric scooter. And unlike other electric scooters, the ones they're considering legalising have a top speed of 15.5 miles per hour. So this does 30 miles an hour. And I'll have a lot of people saying, oh, but my Kugo's... Yes, but if police see you on your precious Kugo, it will be going to the scrapyard because they'll confiscate it and you'll get 6 points on your driving licence if you don't have one. So, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not guaranteed you're going to get caught, but there's a good chance if you're around Shenmue, they're out advertising that they're cracking down on electric scooters. That is actually a thing. So, you know, I picked this up on Marketplace pretty cheaply. I already have cars and stuff, but I like messing around with electric bikes. There is the other option if you want to be an outlaw, and that's build an electric bike with similar components as this. But due to a certain epidemic, getting parts at the minute, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Or at least it is for me. If you live in Houston, you've just got a bunch of potatoes at the sorting office that don't really send your mail to your house because they're potatoes. So what has this thing got inside of it then? Originally it ran 4 lead acid batteries, or lead aids as I call them because they're absolutely useless. We've got 3 very mint condition lipos here, again due to a certain plague. The price of these has gone up massively, so we're just winging it and getting as much life as we can out of them. If all fails, we might end up with heated seats, but apart from that, you know, it's fine, right? So here we have a standard generic, I believe this is a square wave electric bike controller, not pure sine wave or anything like that. 35 amps limit at 48 volts or 13S. The upper limit on this is 63 volts before the capacitors go pop. You change your caps, you could run this at 72, so that's not too bad. She's using all sorts of like junction boxy things and a house circuit breaker, and, you know, here we have a battery gauge, a mechanical speedometer that works. Again, this does 30 miles an hour standard, but with a bit of soldering in here, in the current shunt, we can get this thing doing about 40, 45. Might need to go 72 volts for that and replace those capacitors, but, you know, it's all good. This electric scooter will absolutely fly. It'll be a very fast electric scooter indeed. Very, very fast. We're going to race his Peugeot Speedfight with this scooter. So
liquid cooled.
So is this if you go for a puddle.
Go for a puddle, yeah.
So here we have the motor. That's a hub motor on here. It's driven, you know, typical to an electric bike motor. It's got suspension on the back.
Front dislike if you think the Peugeot is going to win, like if you think the e-bike's going to win. Guarantee you get more dislikes.
Yeah, probably will, but, you know. Unless you watch the other videos about the Xiaomi scooters that did 45 miles an hour, then in which case one of those would technically beat a Speedfight in a straight line, but you might die if you hit a stone.
It's got air ducts. Look,
it's got air ducts to call the mighty controller.
Really beast of a controller down there, because
yep.
Needs some
it's
serious
really, really good, and it needs some cooling. Yep, that's definitely a thing. So, you know, it's got your lights and indicators.
We're going to get these lead acids out and see. It might go faster, you know.
Yeah, without those in there.
With those irrelevant bricks that do nothing in there, yeah. The lights are actually better than the Speedfight if you don't rev it.
Which is
if
mad.
you rev it, they work better. I mean, I suppose it's probably because it's a little 50cc engine. It's already got a rival itself. It's already got a muffler on it. So I reckon if you do.
Yeah, he's saying that the lights are dim when the petrol Peugeot Speedfight is running, and the lights are dimmer, and then you rev it and they go brighter because the battery just hasn't got the balls to do it.
Some cars do it.
Yeah, they do. My old Volvo GDI V40 did that.
Yeah, but it's GDI.
Yeah, it did used to stall if you let off the throttle. It was really mint being a GDI.
Get security torques.
Yes, we can do that. Yes, we're de-restricting the Speed Fight today. But yeah, so you know, these are quite a good option. These are road legal electric scooters. If you want to socially distance and go, you know, in traffic. If you don't care about the whole electric and environmental thing, remember, electric is only actually environmentally friendly if you're charging this off of solar. If you're not charging it off of solar, you're wasting your time as far as the environment is concerned, because you know, most of the power stations, depends where you are, research where you are, you might have nuclear power stations or stuff like that.
To charge one Tesla, it's like charge one Tesla, it's like 10 F250s.
It's a lot of energy, that's for sure. I can't remember the exact watt hours. I think it's 390 something kettles. I think it's 390 kilowatt hours.
Get this,
roughly.
So you've got your electric car, thinking your Royal Eco, and then
there's
really, if you're charging it by the mains,
anything electric, still you've got to get the electric somewhere. You've got to generate the electric. If you're doing it environmentally friendly
by a massive power station, that's actually killing off the environment more than the actual cars are.
If it's coal powered, certainly yes.
Yeah.
So that's this kind of a debate for another video, but yeah, just research where your electric is, just to make sure where it's coming from, to make sure you are being environmentally friendly. If you're not, you might as well just get a petrol Peugeot Speed Fight or something along those lines.
Speed Fight's the best option.
And yeah, they're
Aprilia SR.
Yeah, Aprilia SR not as reliable though, so the Speed Fight is a good reliable option if you want a petrol powered one.
Yeah, but not as fast.
It's not much in it though.
It's the big difference.
There's not that much in it. It's SR60. No, not right now.
That's in another video.
Yeah, that's in another video. We will be racing this against the Speed Fight once it's all done, once it's on the road properly. We are taking it to private land today as well. And yeah, that concludes this video. Thank you for watching.